Good morning, everybody. That's right, your boy Real Talk with Roy coming back at you from the lovely Las Vegas, Nevada. Time is currently 6 something in the morning. Sun's still barely coming out. Nice and cool outside. It's around 68 degrees or so. But as you see by the title, does making more money on DoorDash make you a better dasher? My answer to that is no, it doesn't. Because I have been in a lot of live streams lately, and I see a lot of people bragging about how much money they're making, and I'm making this much money, must make me a better dasher than this guy, a better dasher than that guy. What's funny is that all these people that keep bragging about how great of a fucking dasher they are and how much money they make, you're the ones that have to call and beg to be on a special program to make sure you can make more money than the rest of us. In my personal opinion, the large order program should be abolished. Just because you can go on there and you cry and bitch and moan to DoorDash support, I want this, I want that, like a bunch of babies, like, most of you are entitled to think you're entitled to something better than everybody else, should be abolished. Because it doesn't mean that you can take a bigger order and I can't. I have just as big of a fucking bag to carry large orders than all of you got. So why does it make you more special because you had to cry and call and beg to be on a program to make more money? Does that make you a better dasher? No, it don't. And my question also would be, if it wasn't for the fact that you had to call and beg to be put on a special program, would you still be making the money that you're bragging about? I don't see no numbers without having to rely on the large order program. If it wasn't for a large order program, would you be making the money you're making? Probably not. So does it make you a better driver because you called and begged to be on a program that gives you access to larger orders? No, it doesn't make you a better dasher. Actually, to me, it makes you a worse dasher because you had to beg and plead to get what you want. When you have dashers out here, they're just qualified to carry large orders than you as you are. But because you called and begged to be on this program, you got it. So in my personal opinion, it should be abolished. Every dasher from day one should have access to large orders. If you have the bag and you can prove that you have the bag, you should be allowed to take the large orders. Shouldn't be open to people that want to cry and bitch to DoorDash so they can get more money. If you really was a good dasher, you'd have the skills to make that same money without having to rely on a large order program. So before you go in other people's rooms and start bashing other people for being a top dasher or not being a top dasher, and before you go, showing how bad and awesome you are and bragging about how much you make, remember, you're the one that had to call and beg to be put on a special program. You didn't earn it for yourself. You had to call and beg. And that seems to be the new trend is everybody call and beg to be on this program so you can make more money. Call and beg. Am I jealous? No, not at all. I do things on my own. I do things on my merit. I don't have to call and beg for nothing. So, and I consider myself a very good dasher because, like I said, I can make my money without having to be on anybody's special programs in order to do so. So, with that being said, just remember, keep that in the back of your mind when you're sitting there bragging about how awesome you are and how great of a dasher you are because you make more money than everybody else. Remember, you're the one that called and begged to be put on a program so you could make more money than everybody else. So, with that being said, you are the creator of your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you.